What's up, everyone? Let's see who's here today. Hilda, how you doing? Scott, how you doing? My brother. Fami, Vinit, Cody, Lisa, how's it going, everyone, today? It's our favorite day of the week. It's Monday. So, it is what it is, but we'll be here, and I'll explain what's going on in the market today. Alan, how you doing? Just walking home, listening at the same time. Cool, brother. That's all good too. Fami, what's up? Heidi, how you doing? Lisa, hope you're having a great day. Here's what I want to say today. The weekend was good to us. I would definitely have to say this last few days have been very good to us. I did say be careful of the dip. We had a small one, and I think it's starting to recover quickly, which is good. Nick, how you doing, brother? I'm going to explain to you guys some things today. I'm actually going to explain how blockchain transactions work, because I think a lot of people want to understand actually how they work, because most people, they kind of get it, but they don't really get it, So I'm going to do a little educational piece on how it actually works, and I'm going to show you a visual so you can understand and see it and go, teacher moment here is going to happen today. Ezekiel, how you doing, brother? Nick, how's it going? Matija, how you doing? How was everyone's weekend? Did everyone have a good weekend? It's Monday. It's a great time to start. I hope everyone had a great weekend, and even though it's Monday, it's gonna be a good week this week, and I'm gonna tell you all why. So first things first, let's get a little bit of news, and then I'll do some teaching a little bit later. So everyone, I'm gonna show you some more steps towards mass adoption, right? So when we talk about mass adoption, people go, what is mass adoption? Well, this is what mass adoption is. Made a killing on Hex today. Good job, Kenneth. It's great to see you again, Vinit. Now we're friends on Facebook. Yahoo! So, yes, everything is great. And what I have to tell you is there's a lot of positive energy going to be coming out this week. So get ready for FOMO, and also don't get sucked into that scheme too much, right? Let's take it easy and do our thing. Poulain, how's it doing? Hope everything's going well. Hope everyone's having a good Monday. I know Monday is not our favorite day of the week, but it will be your favorite day of the week this week because... Nah, it's never going to be your favorite day of the week. I'm not gonna lie. Friday's always a good day, though. And I'm going to explain what happens in a cycle that we see. Salceda, how you doing? Hope everything's going well with you. Here's what I want to tell you guys, so I'll kind of jump right into it. First of all, mass adoption is coming. So what is mass adoption? Mass adoption is basically everyone starting to use the blockchain for everything. So we saw that as well. Nukala, what's up? How you doing, girl? So we started off with what is mass adoption? So mass adoption is basically the world starts to use something. All of us start to use a new technology. For example, we had mass adoption of the internet, we had mass adoption of TVs and cell phones and regular home phones, and all these things were mass adopted. Even cars and planes were mass adopted, right? So what does mass adoption mean? It means most of the world will end up using it. So for example, money, not everyone used cash. We used a lot of gold and silver and different things before, right? So then we went to cash, and then we had different countries with different cash, and now we have digital money. So that's the next step. So what it means is we're right now, because of the big dip that we had, about 1 million people left crypto. They might come back, but 1 million people left crypto at a loss. So the problem there is, even though it doesn't seem like a lot, we only had 1.6% mass adoption. And 1 million people might even be a point of that. So we actually reversed track a bit, but now what you're seeing is the big institutional buyers coming into the market. So these are really good stuff, really good things that are happening. You're waiting for OMG to go down more. It might. Here's the thing about Monday, right? What do people do, and why all the time on Monday? This is something you guys got to start looking for trends. Here's a trend that I'll tell you guys to start looking for so that you really understand what happens in the market. So first of all, what can't you do during the weekend? You cannot trade stocks. So why do we see a lot of uptick at the start of the weekend? Usually because people pull their stock trading portfolio money out and they put it into crypto, and they try to make money on the weekend from crypto trading, and then they put it back. That's why we have a dip. They put it back into the stock market to trade the next week. So that's why on Sunday night, Monday morning, you start to see some pullback, right? You start to see the Bitcoin drop $300 or whatever it is. That's because people have made some money on the weekend and now they're pulling it out to make money in the stock market. Now, some of them leave half of it in the crypto market, some leave half in the stock market, but the point is that most of the money that leaves actually just going to another market to make money for these people. And that's because markets around the world other than crypto close. They don't stay open 24/7. And so that's something we have to realize and go, oh, so when we have a dip on a Monday or a Sunday night late in America, if you have a dip on, for example, my Sunday or Monday morning, that I don't freak out about that because I expect it to happen. So start expecting things like that to happen, and you'll know what's actually going on. And this is not speculation. This is a fact. People trade in the crypto market and go back to stocks after the weekend. Oh, what's up? Oh, Diane, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hanan, how you doing? Tim, man, how's it going? Yeah, ADA, baby. I've been telling you guys about ADA since it went down to 13 cents. What did I say? If I had $1,000, what would I put my money into? I said I'm going to put my money into ADA. So I know Tim actually definitely followed that, and hope you did well. I made some, then I lost some. Not a mistake, just a lesson. Hey, Dan, never worry about losing. Just worry about learning. Losing is the best learning experience. So when I first got into Bitcoin Cash, I was all excited about it. And I lost because I kept putting it in and out of Bitcoin Cash thinking it's going to keep going up and down. And when I realized I'm not a day trader, I'm a swing trader. I do really well at leaving something for a while and let it do its thing. Dave, what's up? CJ, how's it going? Continuing on, what is mass adoption? This is mass adoption, okay? So Samsung Electronics is going to track all their global supply chains with blockchain. We have Walmart that's going to do that. We have Ford that's trying to do that. We have a lot of big companies that are trying to use blockchain technology. We have shipping companies. We have soon to be insurance companies because you can't scan them if they're on the blockchain, because no matter where you live in the world, there should be some type of way to share that information between insurance companies. So if they all got onto one big centralized blockchain, or not a centralized, but a decentralized blockchain, maybe they would be able to do well. How's it going, London? Liam, what's up, brother? Haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're doing well. Hope the UK weather is treating you guys all right. Anyways, moving on. So mass adoption, what it means is when everything, I'm just going to say last time, when everything starts to work around it. So the internet had that. The internet had a big boom. It had a bust. It blew up. The bubble blew up. And then it came back slowly. What you're going to see with crypto is we had a big boom. We didn't have really a big bust. We just had a normal market cycle for crypto. And now it's going to boo up. Amazon is trying to integrate crypto as we speak. I believe it very soon. Okay, here's Tim. Tim, I want you guys to be very careful. Okay? And what am I asking you to be very careful about? Be flippin' careful about Verge, guys. Okay? Because if this announcement ends up being a walk of bullshit, like every other announcement they've made and then didn't come and fulfill what they said they were going to do, you're going to end up left with a huge bag. Huge bag. I don't want any of you guys left with a huge bag. If you had Verge and you're up, take your profit. If you want to see what happens, leave a little bit in. This is what I'm going to tell you, because all these huge announcements, yes, if it's Amazon, it'll go up. But do you really want to risk it being a bullshit partnership and then you end up getting screwed? And not only myself, but like 5 other YouTubers are also saying, be effing careful from Verge. There's a scamminess about them. They might even have it. There's even an article that they wrote about how they could be an exit scam for Verge. So be careful. That's all I'm going to tell you guys. It could be legit, but here's the thing. I haven't seen a company that can never be on time with what they say they're going to come out with and it be confident about them. So, what do you guys think about Verge? Do you like Verge? Do you think that it's something that you shouldn't really worry about? Or do you feel like, yeah, Verge is not a good deal. It's a bad deal. I love hearing your guys' opinions about everything, and I love your questions about anything. So don't forget that you can comment and engage with what we're talking about. If you don't understand something, please engage, because I want everyone to understand everything as much as possible, because the only way we can all learn together is by that. Yes, Scott Hansen, scam. I believe it. XVG, you got in 610, ignored 800 sell at, oi, but you could have just waited. It went up to 1300. It's waving some huge red flags. I agree, Kenneth. I agree. There's so many things about Verge that just, so yeah, that's the issue. So stay away. I would say that, it could be okay. It could be. It's possible. But do you want to risk it? I would say there's a lot of safer plays out there right now, and if you've made some profit in Verge, take it. Don't be silly, okay? That's all I'm going to tell you guys. Up to you what you do with your money, but this is something I personally feel about this company. I don't even have Verge, okay? I don't even own it. I'm just telling you, be careful, okay? So if they can't sort out a wallet and they can't get the Wraith protocol on time and they keep pushing dates back. Have you seen ADA do that? Have you seen Ethereum do that? Not really. So that's the kind of stuff that worries me a lot. And then usually the good projects, they actually are ahead of schedule. Look at EOS, for example. These guys, their GitHub, it looks like they have 1 billion programmers. There's constantly new code going on there, which means it's doing stuff. They're actually creating something, right? Whereas some of the bad ones, like Dogecoin, haven't done anything on their GitHub for like 2 years. So think about that, okay? What's up, Nick? Sosa, you don't understand the benefits holding EOS other than it going up. Okay. The benefit of holding EOS is every single ICO that they hold on their platform as of June, or even before what we saw with EOS DAC, there's actually 2 more airdrops coming for EOS holders, which is another benefit. Another thing on top of that, EOS is going to have its own, basically when people want to do a project, this is why they had a year-long ICO. All that money that they built up, they're going to use a lot of that to help people build projects on their platform to make their platform better and better and better. That could be a grant from universities, that could be university students that try to create something, that could be anything. So EOS is a project that's actually very, it's very consumer focused. It's we buy in and we control a lot of it. That's the whole idea of EOS DAC. EOS DAC is that we, as the holders of EOS DAC, will make the decisions through consensus, through voting. So this is the kind of stuff that you should be thinking about and going, yeah, that's pretty awesome. Not only that, EOS is planning to airdrop every single project's coins that they do. Every one of them. So if you hold EOS now and they come up with 20 new projects and 3 of them are amazing, you're gonna have friggin' as much of your EOS as you're gonna have of that project. So it's really community driven project, which is what people love about EOS. So that's just giving you a little example. So I did TA on Cardano and bought it, and after I saw ETH going down, sold it, and then it went up 10%. That's a good call, man, Mohammed. Great job, brother. Nothing wrong with that. In the U.S., Cali non-citizen register be a problem. In the U.S., Cali non-citizen register. I don't really understand what you mean, so let's explain that again, and I'll try to explain what that means. But yes, mass adoption. More people, more companies are doing blockchain tech, just like we saw with the internet. And you're gonna talk about. I'm telling you guys right now, you're gonna be talking about the internet like you're gonna be calling it the dinosaur, like the MySpace to Facebook, or the Facebook to Steam it. So what we're going to see is that happen. It's going to happen in our lifetime in the next 5 to 10 years. I believe it, totally. I mean, blockchain's already being integrated into everything. So Common Hood claimed to be zero trade fee. They are a zero trade fee. So how zero trade fee exchanges work is they charge you to bring the crypto in and take it out. So that's how they make their money. They also probably make money by when they list new coins, and they probably also make money by advertising. So they still make money. They're just not trying to hose people like Coinbase. Coinbase is the worst for that. You guys should already know, I'm sure. I understand USA is blocked from purchase and register. Of what? Of what, Sosa? Maybe we can have that a private conversation later, just so I understand what you mean. Anyways, continuing on. What do we have next? We have this. So, how many of you have ever paid like $10 to $20 for sending Bitcoin to somebody, or buying Bitcoin because of the fees? Or I remember one time during our really big run up that it was going to cost me $20 to show someone how to send half of a Bitcoin somewhere. Oh no, it was more than that. It was not even, it was 0.05. I was just showing them how to do it through a video. And he was like, can you just show me how to do it? I was like, yeah, I can do it for you. And what ended up happening was, this guy basically was like, that's crazy. You're going to pay $23 to send $50 or whatever it was at the time. I'm like, yeah, basically that's how it is right now. And he was like, then don't do it. And I was like, all right, well, I can show you everything until they click the button and execute it. Yes, Nick, you're absolutely right. It is just the beginning of this huge mass adoption that's about to come. And if you trust this process and you trust these good companies that you do research into, you guys are going to be laughing. Imagine owning 1,000 Amazon stock today. Imagine that you're a millionaire today. You don't think that that can happen? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. That's why we tell you to hodl. Okay, if you trade, you make more Bitcoin. And if you don't know how, you buy the good projects and you hold them long term. Some of the projects may not do well, but most of the good ones, if you do research and look for use case, problem solving, and something that fixes something in the world, you're gonna have a good project. Okay? Things like that are necessity. It has to have some need or we don't use it. So for example, when we saw the thing like Campus Coin, there really is no benefit to Campus Coin. It's talking about, it's basically Litecoin can do everything it could do, but it gives ambassadors a little bit of Campus Coin. I do not see that ever being a thing. It's just a waste of time and energy and money. So there. Larry's coming to Houston. Awesome. I hope that if there's a chance, Nick, I want to meet Larry too. If you guys don't know, Larry was the guy I was telling the story about, the guy who bought a ton of Bitcoin when he was 24, 25 or something, and emptied his bank account with like $8,000, and then he became extremely wealthy now because of Bitcoin's price. So, yeah, there's a lot of really, really great stories about crypto, and it's awesome. David, how you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. What is my prediction? See, here's the thing, guys. Mohammed, I'm going to tell you guys this right now. I do not do price predictions because if you ask my buddy Bitcoin Ben, when he said Litecoin's going to 600, a lot of people were mad at him when it didn't go to 600. A lot of people bought at $350, $400, and they got screwed. So my thing is, I don't tell you it's going to go up or what it's going to be at the end of the year. I'm telling you right now, this is what I will tell you. EOS will be a huge project, and it will go up in value from where it is right now. To what? I don't know. But if you do your research, you'll probably feel really bullish like I do about it. So that's all I can tell you. Because it happened after the BNB coin burn. No, nothing happened after the BNB coin burn. Actually, it's been going down, which is good because I can't wait for it to keep going down and then to buy it. That's how you do it. Percent. That might be having a big boom soon because usually that's what happens. Is cryptocurrency the future? Absolutely, Hakeem. I'm telling you right now, guys, if you are waiting 5 years for crypto to do something and you put in $30,000 today, if you had it, just an example, by 2 years from now, you'll be a millionaire. I'm not even joking. Last year, and I'm going to talk about that right after this. So Bitcoin's fees are going down because of SegWit. The more adoption of SegWit, the lighter the fees because of Core 0.160, which means basically it's a new code with faster number one and cheaper transactions. So that's what they're trying to work for, and that's the thing. Imad, how you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. Is there any good ICOs that you can invest in? Yes, there absolutely are. I am actually working on a big project right now to change the ICO game completely for pooling. And it's going to actually make it better for all the ICO poolers in there. And it's going to work for everybody. And I'll explain that another day, but it's freaking awesome because what the plan is to do with the ICO pooling is work together, all the pools, to do better and have better deals for everybody that's involved in all the pools. So it's just going to make the market better. So we're working on it, but it's good. Barry, how did the traders even track all their trades for taxes? Is there a tool? Coinbase has a tool, but you basically use an Excel sheet, and you can go and you can download the CSV of all your trades and just give it to you. I would never do this myself. I would just take all my trades and go, here you go, Mr. Accountant, you figure it out. I ain't doing that. Patrick, it's okay if you're late, brother. It's all good. Do you know WePower? Yes, Sosa, I have WePower. I think it's going to be a good project long term, but some people don't like it. So I only got a little bit. I got a couple $100 worth of WePower, and we'll see where it goes in the long run. But I did like the idea of the whole energy efficiency. And here's the thing: I like green things, so I think that doing something green energy-wise would be good for crypto because we waste a lot. So having it be done through solar panels and stuff is a great idea. So wonder what this big announcement, PayPal, could it be? Barry, it could be, but what I just was warning people about is Verge may be a huge scam. So be very careful with Verge, okay? A lot of people are saying this announcement's a bull crap announcement and a lot of people are going to lose money. If it's a good announcement, it's a good announcement. Some people will make money, but I'm telling you, I would be very cautious and have stop losses set for Verge, okay? So there you go. All right. Moving on from that, let's talk about this. If you'd invested $1,000 last year, this time, a year ago, today, how much would you have today if you put $5,000, $1,000 into each of the main cryptocurrencies? Where would you be at right now? Well, I'm going to tell you where you'd be right now because I have a little something to show you. So let me just throw on my screen over here and real quick. Just give me a second. I'm going to throw it on my screen so you guys can see what I'm actually talking about. And you're going to be like, what the hell? That's crazy. And then be like, yeah, right? You guys understand that, right? So check this out. All right, let me just make this a little bit bigger. Okay. So look on in here, all right? Here's what would be if you had invested in the top 5 cryptos of last year. So last year on April 13th, Bitcoin was $1,177. It went up from today 650%. Okay, Ethereum was $48.50. It went up 953%. And if you actually look at it when it was 1,500, it was a lot more. So these are numbers just for today. This is after a huge dip. Ripple was 3 cents. Now it's 66, and we know it went up to $3, right? Litecoin was $11. It's 130 today and was up to 300. And Stellar was not even a cent, and today it's 25 cents with the biggest gain. So how much would that have all equaled in the end? About $128,000. Yeah, I just said that. $128,000. Okay? So if you had invested just $1,000 last year, today, it would be worth 128 grand from 5K. Okay? So am I bullish on the crypto market? Absolutely. Because that 5K, like 3 months ago, that would have been like 500, 600K. Keep that in mind, okay? Because that's huge. It's huge, and you need to know. Neo versus Quantum. I think both of them are good projects, Vinit. I have both, and I would keep stocking up on both. If it was me, this is what my plan is. If you want to know my plan? My plan is to get more Neo and get more Quantum. Lambo, no yacht. That's okay. We don't need yachts and Lambos even. I'm never going to buy a Lamborghini. Why would we waste the money? It's stupid. But yeah, the whole idea is that you're successful if you buy a Lambo, so I get that. So that's where we'd be if it was a year today. So is the crypto market dead? Absolutely not. It's actually thriving. It's thriving, but you guys have to look at it that way. It's thriving, thriving, thriving. Okay? Now, let me pull up something else that I wanted to talk about, my teaching session right now. Okay? So let me teach you guys how blockchain works. Okay? So I'm just going to throw this in here and try to make it bigger so you guys can see it, the whole screen. All right. So how does blockchain work? Well, it works pretty simply. So we want to do a transaction, right? So how do we do a transaction? How does it actually work? It's a good question a lot of people usually ask. So I'm going to tell you, how does it work? So here's how it works. Mr. Joel and Donnie want to do a transaction. So it's an A to B conduct with interaction of a transaction. Okay, so then A and B have keys, private keys, right? Cryptographic keys are assigned to the interaction that hold both A and B, right? So then the next step is this. Okay, the interaction is broadcast and verified by a distributed network. So all the people have to have consensus, as you guys know. And then once that consensus is there, once validated, a new block's created. So once we make that transaction and it's been verified on the blockchain, meaning if it's proof of stake, a bunch of computers have all done consensus and said, yes, this deal's legit. Or if it's proof of work, yeah, all the miners have been pushing and pushing, and then it's legit. So we know that it can create a block. So then it creates this thing called a block. And then there's a chain. So basically think of like Lego. We just add it to the blockchain, right? And the thing about when you do that is it's never actually changed ever again. It's permanent. So this block can be added to the chain and creates a permanent golden source of interaction, meaning that this can never ever be changed. All right. Then the last part is the transaction's completed and we're done. So that's how it works. Okay. And so that's pretty straightforward stuff. And I think so. Just transition back. Now, take a couple questions. And then we'll finish off our session today. So take it easy, Tim. I'll hopefully see you later. So Robert asks XRP. Okay, Robert, I'm gonna tell you this, and I tell you like everybody else. XRP is a shit coin. It is a centralized coin. It is run by bankers, all the same people that we don't like. Okay, bankers control 70% of it in escrow. Literally, tomorrow they could make Ripple worth 10 cents if they wanted to. Okay, so what do I think about Ripple? I think it's a bullshit coin, and I think it'll never hit $3 again. And if it does, it would surprise me. Now, if it does, it's just because people are dumb enough to go centralized, even in a system that's good. The system doesn't work in centralized systems, and they just create inflation. You'll see it happen right in front of your eyes. What do you think about Alvor? I have never even heard of Alvor, Nate. I'm gonna have to look into that one. Alvor. Oh, my pen is not here. I'll write it down. Don't worry. So Alvor, I actually have. I was organizing all the requests of people that have been asking me to do coin reviews, and it's a lot. I probably have like 40 coins that I have to review. The only problem is until summer I have a full-time job still as an educator, so I will try to get them done as I can get them done, and you know, we're gonna have that. So does everyone understand the fact that how blockchain works now? Do they get like how why they call it a blockchain? So just think about Lego, right? Like computers talk to each other. I want to make a transaction with you. We decide, okay, we're going to make a transaction, handshake agreement, whatever. The computers then confirm that yes, this agreement is legit. It's not a scam or whatever. And then it makes a block, right? And then once everything's all confirmed, it puts it like a Lego piece into another Lego piece, but one that can never be changed and never be taken off the blockchain. That's how it works. Okay, so I suggest you take a look at BitDegree as an educator. I do love it. Actually, Nicola, I do love BitDegree. It's had a really rough go since that ICO that they did, but I think it will come back stronger. And there's also Live EDU, which is another one where I could actually do these videos and get paid for them, but I haven't decided to do that yet, just because I don't have time. Summertime, I'm thinking about it. I'm also thinking about possibly working with a group and doing signaling services for you guys, and teaching you how to trade a little bit. Swing trade, not trade every day. It's too much stress, honestly, for most people. Okay, Marcos, my thoughts on Theta token. I actually did a review on YouTube on my other channel, which is just Joel Kofshoff. If you look up, you can find it. And basically what I told you guys about Theta is this. Theta token is the YouTube of blockchain. Now you're going to go, oh, whatever, how are they going to do it? Steve Chen is their main advisor. Steve Chen is the person who created or co-created YouTube. Do you think that they have the right person on board to help them be successful? I do. And Theta token will pay you to watch and be a video creator, and all the ideas that it's similar to Steemit, right? How they're going to pay people to do content. Well, it's the same idea. They're going to pay you to do video content. They're going to pay you to watch people's video content, and it's going to be really cool. So, would signals be free? Absolutely not. Unfortunately, Subham, you can't give that kind of service for free because you have to pay someone a very large amount of money to do it. So, for example, some of the groups that I'm looking at are $500-600 a month. Obviously, none of you guys want to pay $500-600 a month, but if I have all you guys in the group with me, I can do all that service for you and then make a little bit of money on the side. So, it's just a little way for me to help you guys out. If you don't want to do it, there's no pressure. You don't have to do it. It's just something that I think a lot of you want to learn how to do, and I teach basically before you start trading or doing any signals. I actually teach you how to trade signals because a lot of people have no idea and lose money. So if you want to learn, I can help you. Imad, thoughts on ADA? I have 5,000 and I wish I had 10. So my thoughts on ADA are I love ADA and I think that project long term is going to demolish everything. I really do. Charles Hoskinson is too smart to not let it just really thrive. It's going to thrive. Once their product starts coming out, holy moly, everyone's going to love ADA. Same as EOS. I believe those two are the Ethereum killers because everyone just uses Ethereum right now because it's easy to make a token on their platform. It takes 30 minutes to make an ERC20 token. So that's why there's a lot of them. There's 42,000 ERC20 tokens. Obviously, there's not 42,000 cryptos, but people have been making them like crazy. Once we have EOS do it, they'll be able to make tokens on EOS. They'll be able to make tokens on ARC. There's a lot of other ways that the people can use platforms for. My thoughts on Stellar, Sean. Stella is going to be one of the biggest growers this year. I truly, truly believe that because IBM is like their biggest person backing them, and I believe that their technology will push it to the forefront. There are probably like 50 projects that I would invest my money into. I can't do that though because I'd have way too much to look at, but I'm telling you, there's probably about 55 or 60 projects that I believe are amazing. I can't mention all of them off the top of my head, but I've mentioned them many times to you guys. A lot of them are in the top 20, and there's quite a few of them that are actually past the top 20. Okay, I agree. Just doubled your bags on. I told people when ADA hit 12 cents that I would have doubled down on that with $1,000. So if you did that, I know Tim did that, you'd be doing really well. At least you should give some demo signals. Sure, yeah, Suman, I'm gonna do 2-week trials for people once I get that. But remember, I have to pay $600 for myself to get those signals. So there has to be some type of give and take, right? I might do like a 2-week trial for $10 just so people can try it out. But here's the thing. I want to actually educate you how to play Signal. So if you're not a person who's ever traded on Signal before, you're going to lose money because you're going to try and trade and be greedy because everyone is like that. I actually give you methods to make money and not lose. Even if it's a good signal, it might not hit the first target, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to hit 10% or 7%. So you have to know when to actually do that. That's what I teach you. So it takes an hour for me to teach people that. So usually what I do is I teach you how to trade for an hour and I give you a free month of signals so then you can try trading them. And then at least you know how to do it properly. So that's my plan. If you guys think that's a smart plan, let me know. I'm very happy to do that. Show those projects. Which ones, Shipo? I'm just curious. How about XMR Monero? Monero is a privacy coin. It's had issues. I think it's a good project, and I think Monero will do really well long term. But I think as well that governments don't like privacy coins. So there's going to be an issue at one point when privacy coins have a problem. What up? How can ADA moon if it has a supply of 31 billion? It can moon because there's going to be a lot of money coming into it. And remember this, it only has to hit, think about like Apple. Apple has like what, $600 billion. So even if you're buying ADA, you're not buying it to go to $25. You're buying it so it goes up to like $5, and that's still a huge amount of profit. So that's what I would say. So which project? I'm going to tell you guys a lot of stuff that's coming out soon. Just holding it back for a little bit. But I want you guys to look into an ICO called Elysian. Okay, it's an e-commerce project. Okay, it just started their pre-sale. We're doing it for them, my ICO pool, and it is revolutionary. So I'm going to give you guys a picture of what that might look like, just so you can understand what this ICO is trying to do. So you guys know e-commerce like Amazon and Alibaba and all that stuff, right? They are creating something like that, but where you as a person, it's similar to Shopify, you can create a page on there and then do it, but on the blockchain, and it's more secure. There's no issues of people getting hacked on the blockchain, etc. And if they can, it's really hard to do. Like, you guys should know, if you've done your research, that hacking a blockchain is not easy. So what I want to say about that is what they're going to do is they plan to start off with just they have an MVP. It's already ready. You can create stuff on their e-commerce store and all this stuff, which is really cool. But what their plan is to do for the future and why they're doing the ICO is they actually are going to add in augmented reality and virtual reality. So you can literally sit at your house. So imagine you want to buy something. You're sitting at home. You're like, how does this work? So boom. You take your VR unit and you put it on your face. Now you're inside the store virtually and you start trying on clothes, seeing how they look on you and everything, right? And augmented reality will also let you pick it off the rack and actually put it on, so you actually think you're putting it on. And that's the whole idea behind it. So I think it's going to be sweet. It's called Elycoin, ELYCOIN.io. Take a look into it, guys. I really believe this project can have a really bright future long term. It's going to be a 4 or 5 year project for sure. 7 years to hit their top of their augmented and AI and virtual reality. But all that stuff to be integrated into like an Amazon store, imagine how amazing that would be. And I truly believe they're going to do really, really well. So can someone write this down? ELYCOIN, Elycoin.io. Someone write it down, please, in the chat. I can't do it at the same time. I'm too ADHD. I'll be all messed up. So here, I would be interested in the service because you're one of the few people I feel like I can actually trust with something. Yeah, Aunt London, trust me. What I can tell you right now is I do it. I've already researched 4 different people that do signals, and there's 2 of them that I actually really like, and they're about the same price, but they're expensive, but they're hitting 80-85% at least. And if you're not greedy and you're not playing higher targets and you're just taking 10-15%, you can make like a 90% of the time hit your goal of 10-15%. So this is the stuff that you should be looking at. I actually teach you how to trade on signals so that you can do it well at the start, and then once you're really confident, I'll actually teach you the next level, which I would call like the middle level of how to trade on different targets and how to separate them, right? And then the third level will be how to actually trade like a pro, but then you need to like watch your screen all day, and most people don't want to do it. Thank you, Heidi, for posting that. Take a look, guys. It's a really cool project, and I love their CEO. He's an awesome guy. His name is Leo. And I truly believe if you guys look into this ICO and you tell me that it's crap, I'll believe you. But what I'm telling you is I've done my research, and I do not believe this could be a bad project. It's just got so many great people on their team that have been in the e-commerce industry, and the idea of putting AI, virtual reality, and augmented reality into someone at home trying to buy stuff. Remember, Encash is awesome, but Encash you still have to go to the store. Imagine you have Ellie and you get discounts for using Ellie coin, number one. Number two, you can try on the clothes virtually at home. You can try how it feels to sit in a car. You could try how to use a computer virtually. It's such a cool concept. And they're actually also adding in a way for people to use virtual reality stuff. Like stores, to go do stuff in virtual reality on the stores. So just really, really interesting stuff, and I truly believe that's a great ICO to look at. So that's my ICO of the week. Take a look. If you want to invest and be involved in this project, just hit up my ICO pool, and we will give you an option to be involved. And so that's all I have to say about that. What do I think about Matrix AI Network? I actually have been looking into Man recently, Nick, and I think that project is going to be huge. I really believe that. A lot of people that I've been talking to have also been saying this to me, because it just has a really cool concept. Now, anything with AI should do really well in the future if it's got a great roadmap, because AI is what's coming in right now. You know, it simplifies a lot of tasks for us. So that's what I want to say about that. Teresa, I know you're here late, but that's all good. Nice to see you. You could open a bank account in USA so that you could make transactions for Indians with some service charges, because Indian government are going to shut down crypto exchanges. Yeah, Suban, that is a really cool idea, but how the hell do you do that? You only need to go to another country. I used to live in Korea. Like, you can go to any country, open a bank account, and send money to a bank account, and then buy it from an exchange there. So look into that. You guys that are getting shut out by the governments, that's not going to be long term anyways. I'll tell you right now, Suban, that will not last long term, because they'll just fall so far behind the rest of the world that people will just be pissed off everywhere. So I believe truly that India, just hold your shit, because it's going to be fine. You'll be able to get money at one point or another. And if you have to go to another country and sell local Bitcoins, then that's what you do. There'll be ways for you guys to do that. Just have to wait 2 years, right? Even India will have blockchain and everything set up in 2 years. Doesn't matter, okay? They're just slowing it down. That's all it is. I'm telling you now, they're slowing it down. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is this Ian Bellina hack. How's VeChain, Thijas? I'll tell you right now, VeChain is one of my top picks for this year. VeChain, Enigma are two of the ones that I think are going to be, well, VeChain's already a giant, but I think OneChain, VeChain, Enigma, Ontology, you know, all the other ones I always mention, I haven't mentioned those as much. Those four are, watch those. Encash as well. Watch all of those five. Those five are going to be huge this year. Absolutely. ENG is going to be huge. A whole team from MIT, the #1 university in the world. Come on. Doing something with technology. Look into it. Just go do your research. Look into Enigma Catalyst and see what that can do for you. So what are my thoughts on Carrot Bank? Is that the one that's out of Dubai that they've come up with the diamond back? I'm not sure. I haven't heard about that. I haven't read into that one deeply yet. So I'll try to look into that for you. So, Ian Bellina, here's something that I find extremely funny. I'm just going to finish off on this. 50% of your assets are in Encash. You've done really well. Joel, very positively feeling yours. Yeah, man. Vinit, trust me. I'm telling you guys. We're here. Ian Bellina, though. Let me get on to this guy. Do you guys truly believe that he got hacked? Do you truly believe a man who's supposed to be that well known and that, you know, savvy with crypto really left $2 million worth of crypto on exchanges? I mean, it shows that it's there, but the whole idea of him being hacked and someone selling it off, I find there's some really fishiness thing about that, because a lot of other people say he's just trying to dodge taxes. I believe that possibly is it, but for someone like him to have left $2 million on the exchanges in Ether Delta, what the hell was he thinking? Okay, these are the ideas that you have to really look at deeply and go, yeah, that doesn't really make a lot of sense, okay? Ian Bellina, there's no way that guy's that dumb. There's no way he had $2 million left them on Muse and that they got taken off the Muse and all that stuff. I think he put them on there and then moved them to another Mew and said he got hacked and now he's going to take cash. I just don't think that's possible. Like, there's no one that could be that strong in what he does and all the stuff with the ICO reviews and the security stuff and all the talks that he does that he gets hacked for $2 million that have been left on to fucking Muse. I'm sorry for the language, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And if he is that stupid, well, he'll learn a freaking shitty lesson. That you shouldn't be such an idiot and leave all your crypto on exchanges, okay? And if you guys leave all your crypto on exchanges, this is also to you. Don't do that. Get it off exchange as much as possible. Put it on a computer that you don't use that's old, and let it stay on a computer as cold storage in an Exodus or Jax wallet that's completely offline. After you transfer it, get it offline and leave it there. If they're holds, that's what you do with holds. If you want to trade them, then you can take them off that computer, log it in online, put it on Binance, and freaking trade it. Or any other exchange and trade it. But it doesn't make any sense. Is it better to move your cryptos to Mew rather than keeping them on exchange? Mew basically is an exchange. It's on Ether Delta. So I would say that Ether Delta has been hacked before, I believe. So you need to, Imad, definitely buy a Trezor, buy a Nano Ledger, or get Jax or Exodus wallet for your computer. Put them into cold storage. So get a computer that you don't really use very often, an older one, because it doesn't really need to do much. And then that's what you do. Mew via Trezor. Oh, you're good. If you put it on a Trezor, it doesn't matter. You have nothing to worry about because it's offline. It's cold storage at that point if you've moved it from Mew to your Trezor. But if you're putting anything on a Mew and it sits there, it's at risk. I mean, it's really hard to hack these things, but they can be hacked. And people know Ian Bellina has a lot of money, so they're going to attack that guy. They came and attacked me. Well, I'm not as rich as Ian Bellina, so they wouldn't do that at this point. Maybe later, if I am doing really well, they'll try, but I won't be stupid enough to leave all my crypto on exchanges. That's just not a good idea. So guys, learn from Ian Bellina, even if he didn't get hacked and it's all bullcrap. Learn from him. Nano Ledger, Trezor, Exodus, Jax, and there'll be more wallets coming out that'll be cold storage. I guarantee it. And there's always the paper wallet and the self key thing. Not self key, what's it called? Safe Ledger thing, where you can just keep the paper wallets on USB. It doesn't have to be a Safe Ledger like the owner Philip said, but this just makes it easier because it's plug and play. You don't have to do anything. If you're not a crypto or computer genius, this is a good idea to do that. Mew allows us to open Trezor for cold storage. Yes, it does. You're right. So if you use Trezor and Mew together, that's cool. But a lot of people, what they do is they use Mew and they put it on MetaMask, and then it's sitting on their computer, and it's dangerous. So does Ledger Nano good for ADA? I think it does ADA. I can't remember. I use cold storage completely off anything because it's easier to lose a Trezor or Nano with kids in the house than it is to lose a whole entire computer. So that's just the reason why I do it that way, because I have little kids running around. They grab stuff, throw it all over the place. You guys know if you have kids. So I just worry about that, and so that's why I do. The Key VIP was a really cool project, Thijas. Will it do well? I don't know. I don't really know about that, man. It's hard to tell you. They had a lot of FUD around that project. So Block Array I've heard of, but I haven't done a lot of research into, so I'll look into that. And Dragon Chain is an amazingly overly cheap project right now. It's one of those ones that I look at and go, oh, it's one of those top 60 I was telling you guys about. So like I said, there'll be 100 amazing projects, and this is kind of the thing where I've said, oh, I really would love an index fund for crypto where you could just put like the top 100 cryptos that you love in. You could choose. That would be amazing, but no one can do that. So if they let you do that, we'd all be rich pretty much. So yeah. When are we mooning, Rick? We're gonna moon in the next 2 weeks. 2 more weeks and we're going to start seeing a lot of movement. And if we don't see movement in a lot of weeks, there's going to be a lot of sentiment, and a lot of people are probably going to pull some money out of the market. So I really hope that we start seeing movement positively like we have been, and we will. I'm not even shaken about it. But if we go down, I'm not worried about it either, because remember, long term. Think long. Not today, not tomorrow, but like 2 years from now. 2 years from now, you guys will thank me for not selling a thing, not doing anything, just leaving your shit. If you know it's a good project, leave it. It's okay. If it starts to go down, the market's going down, move it to USDT if you want to. But all I'm telling you is if you want no stress, buy good projects, leave them, wait 2 years, pretend that you don't have them, and look in 2 years and you'll be like, oh, so now I'm rich. That's awesome. That's what's probably going to happen to you. And if you're trading on signals, you're going to do awesome because signals will get you small bits of Bitcoin every single day so you can move up and up and up. And remember, when you trade crypto, you try to increase your Bitcoin, not your US dollar amount. And if you do the US dollar amount, then you end up losing Bitcoin, you end up losing money. This is the stuff that I'll be teaching you in a 1 hour face-to-face session before you start trading if you don't know how, because I'll teach you how so you make money every day. Even in the bear market we just had, 65 to 70% of signals hit. You still would be making money every day. Some days we didn't have signals at all because it was just too unpredictable, but mostly we still have a lot of stuff going on for us, and it's going to be good stuff. So that's it for tonight. I'm going over my 45-minute max. So I'll speak to all you guys tomorrow. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. I'm never far away. And remember, I am going to be on YouTube. Do find Cryptocurrency Education on YouTube. I will share the link right after this is done. Please do join my YouTube page because I'm going to be starting to add more stuff that's not going to be on Facebook Live, like educational stuff, how to educate yourself about things, and that's what's up. Is USDT safe and reliable? Yes, it is, because they already did the audit and found out they actually are backed by real money, so don't worry about USDT. It's just FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the market. You're welcome, family. You're welcome, everyone, and I will see everybody tomorrow. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. Remember, Monday doesn't have to be bad. It's all about your mindset about it. So remember, be positive, love your life, share and like the video, get on my YouTube channel so you can learn a little bit more about different things that I don't always talk about on here, and it'll be more specific, like when you ask how do I set up a Mew or how do I do MetaMask, I do videos like that on YouTube, so then you can check it out and learn some of it. All right, Mitch, have a great day. It's good seeing you. Heidi, Alan, Fami, and all the rest of you guys. Lisa, thank you guys all for coming, and I'll see you all tomorrow. You have yourselves an awesome evening. Or awesome day, actually. Sorry, because some of you guys are not in Thailand like me. You guys have a great day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. I love you all, and I appreciate you all coming out and support. See you tomorrow.